If you're looking for advertisement space, you can look right here at JP25 Media, right here in this box, right here.
Limited time offer.
Limited time offer. Doing Christmas deals for $10 in Travis's dick pic.
What?
We will do it for the low price of $10. We will advertise your show, and you will get from the head down $20 for the head and down. Only from the head down though.
This guy at the end. It's disgusting at the end.
It's definitely going on the story.
All right.
Delicioso.
All right, for the last segment, we're going to do the Spotify playlist challenge brought to us by Sean Welchef and the good boys at Kelly Comfort Barbecue.
Here,
I could use some ribs.
I can use some ribs too right now.
pickled onions.
So, boys, your top 10 songs, maybe not top 10 overall, but top 10 songs covering all genres, songs you probably can't go without. You have them for sure in your playlist, playing them all the time. So we'll start with you. What song do you have number one in no order?
Number one in no order.
Perfect.
And I've always loved this song. There's a point in my life where I stopped listening to rap altogether, and I only listened to rock probably like 6th through like 7th grade. And that was rock was like big, Green Day's album and all that sort of shit. But this kind of got me back on rap because it was only like Soulja Boy shit at the time. And this is shouts to Houston taking over when we were like in the 7th grade.
For real. That was awesome.
And I saw a tweet for this song. I saw a tweet, and this song was the first song that came up on like the replies. And someone said, "What was the song that you heard, and the first time you heard it, you knew it was a classic?" And Still Tipping by Mike Jones, Slim Thug,
Banger.
and Paul Wall.
That shit's stupid.
I can say this in my life. I've never skipped that song ever in my life. Anytime it comes in.
That's crazy. Yeah. That's gold.
And the Slim Thug said, "I'm that 6'6" long dick slim nigga sticking your chick." That's crazy. Bar like nah, yeah. I wish I could have like some like deep ass theory for this one, but
It's just bang.
yeah. And I know we were trying to keep I was trying to keep it clean when we did this segment, but if I'm gonna quote lyrics, it probably won't happen.
Yeah.
But like no, that's like literally every time. If that comes on, I feel like the coolest person in the room at all times.
100%.
Yeah, it's just it makes you feel good, but like kind of like I'm better than everybody here. Like it just gives you that like silent confidence. Like you walk in the room and be like, I could be broke and ugly, and I'm still better than every one of you motherfuckers.
That's hilarious.
All right, Trav, what do you got for your first song?
First one, and this one hits deep because it's the first song that I truly kind of ever memorized and knew. I was singing it as a 3-year-old. Too Close by Next.
Great song.
The Party Buster returns.
I was so young when I first heard that song, and my mom till this day tells me how she remembers me like singing it as a little kid, having no idea what I'm talking about, and just in the back of the car just singing that. But like, and shout out to B. Wilson over there. This Next Too Close is just it's a beautiful song. Beautiful
it's a great song.
It's just classy.
Guys, a lot of. You know what I like about that song? Timeless. People have been dry humping to that song for decades.
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 All right, Zoe, what do you have for your second song?
Oh, my second one. Okay, we'll do one more hip hop like in this order. Also another collab. One of my favorite albums of all time. One of my favorite rappers, regardless of how he acts as a person. Not too fond, but as a rapper. The Game featuring 50 Cent, Hate It or Love It.
Oh,
One of the best songs of all time, any genre.
Like, I literally think overall, like, in the terms of not rap, hip-hop. Like, when you say hip-hop, it's a little, there's a small difference, I think, personally. I think this is arguably a top 3 hip-hop song that has been created since I've been born.
100%.
Like, it's, from the hook to the content.
Everybody loves it. Like, my mom loves it.
Yeah. Like,
everybody loves that song.
Like, can you remember when we were young when that song came out? Like, I can remember being on my way to, like, gym rap practice and, like, and going to Alliant University. Like, you know what I'm saying? And, like, and you just hear it on the radio. You're like, oh, my God, like, we just won the game. It's like, I'm about to go get my
I literally have goosebumps talking about it because, like, I'll be honest, like, the song literally does mean that much to me because I feel like through any aspect of my life, like, or any, like, turning point or good, for better or for worse, it's always kind of made me be like, well, this is what's happening. Mm-hmm. Get with it. Man up or don't man up. Mm-hmm. But, like, it reminds me that, like, the highs will feel high, but they're not going to last. Just like the lows will feel lows, but they're not going to last. Mm-hmm. and that adversity is something that you have to deal with in life. Like
I like that.
Yeah, like this song just lets me know and teach you like you got to move forward. You got to keep pushing. Because hate it or love it, I still got to do this.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
I still got to make this work.
I like that.
All right, Trav, what do you got for your second song?
So number 2, I'll kind of keep it on the of like there's a meaning to this in a sense, like he talked about how like it means something pushing forward. So for me, in the time I was going through in my life, Paradise by Coldplay.
Okay.
I absolutely adore that song. If I hear it, honestly, it makes me cry.
Is that the one he was
Yes.
Oh, that's just hard.
Yes.
Just hard.
And it was because it was the Black Jetta Chronicles, Team Fat Bulls running around and just doing hoodlum stuff. But I was going through a lot when it came to like college football and wanting to leave my friends and that stress of succeeding and doing what others wanted and just kind of going through a time and when I left my friends, as I said earlier on the on the show, that like my friends are my family to me. I don't have a huge family, so like when I left my friends for Durango and for Reno, it killed me. It was so hard to leave them, and that song makes me think of all the memories we shared together, and just like makes me think of like the Paradise. And for me, I kind of attach it to like things will be good. Like you got to push forward. Like you will find it. You just have to work for it a little bit.
Everybody needs one of those like things will get better songs.
Yeah,
I feel
like. Man, and it's such, to me, it's just such a beautiful song.
That is like the beauty of music. Like some people, like Travis isn't, and you're gonna get into this at the end of the
I'm gonna get killed here.
But like not everyone is a super music person, but I feel like everyone has that song that you just described, though.
100%.
Like, you know what I mean? Even if it's like, something small, like a jazz rendition or something, it's still like that song for them.
Absolutely. All right, Zoe, what's your third song?
We're going to switch it up the genre a little bit. I have What You Won't Do by Bobby Caldwell.
Okay, no, I'm not familiar with this song.
What you won't do for love.
Yes, I do know that.
You try everything, but it won't give
That'd be like a
up.
92.5 or something, right? Yeah.
My man said, I came back to let you know.
Ooh.
I got a thing for you.
I can't even look at you right now. All right.
I love, okay, so a backstory for a couple of the songs that are going to come up. I spent growing up a lot of time in the car between sports, especially because for our Africa audience who's not going to know what this is, I used to live in San Ysidro, and I used to go to school all the way out in Skyline. I used to go to like this like little academy thing, and it was like a 45-minute drive usually. So I spent a lot of time in the car with my mom, my dad, my grandma, and this is just one of those songs I just remember being on like 92.5 when I was little. And then if my mom took me, because my dad was playing reckless shit in the car, but if my mom took me, and she's playing all the oldies, and I just remember like this song, like it just makes you feel good. Like I'll say this, I'm an asshole. I'm very direct, but my friends know like I'm very soft when it comes to women. We've gone over this before. Like I'm very like I'm not one of those dudes who wants to be in love, but I'm not one of those dudes who loves the idea of love. But I'm very much looking forward to the day that might happen. You know what I mean? And this song is like one of those songs. Is like you made me realize at a young age, like you gotta like go through some shit. Like you just don't get to just be in love. Like what
that.
You won't do.
I like that.
Like I'll do anything, but like at some point, and shout out to Bobby Caldwell. Thought my whole life was a black guy. White dude with a beard.
Yeah, dude, I
remember that video?
I do.
Yeah,
Yes. It's
Yeah.
funny. 92.5. You made me think of whenever I hear that, I think of Rumors.
Oh my god. By Houdini?
I don't know.
Everybody talking all this mess about me.
Yeah.
Great song too.
That's
All right, Trav, what's your third song you got?
Let's see here. Where should I go with this one? I guess I'll take it with this one here. It was one of the first songs. My stepfather, who I consider my father, he had this like silver little boombox thing back in the day, right? Like, I'm blasting speakers, and this was one of the first songs that he ever played that I ever heard out of it was "I Can" by Nas.
Oh, you know what's hilarious? Almost made my list. I swear to God.
Yeah, that
me and
song.
my dad love
like,
that song.
I remember me and Diego. I can specifically remember me and Diego just like like we're so young, just not knowing anything. We're just like, I know I can. Like
I know I can
be what I want to be. Like that's and then like he really spits in that song. So
no,
like
he's rapping.
Like he really spits in that song about like really being better. And like at the time, I just love the I can be what I want to be and love that part. But I listened to it after doing the challenge. I re-listened to it because it made me think of that memory of my stepbrother. And I listened to it again. I'm like, dude, this guy is really. Like he's really preaching in this, like and I was like, it's just great. It gives me a memory for
one of the first
father
rappers at his height. Even though there's like older rappers, one of the first rappers at his height to like really preach like positivity, especially in the black community to young kids. Like, shouts and all that.
That's a great song.
All right, so what do you got for your fourth song?
Oh, for my fourth song. Okay, we'll switch to the genre one more time. And I don't know if this is my favorite song by the band, but it's the band that actually, even though I did listen to Green Day first, the band that really got me into the kind of pop rock situation, But hey, I went to the American Idiot tour in 2005. For the record, sat in the pit, third row. I'm so old. Coors Amphitheater used to have seats when I went.
Wow. Let's go.
Yes. Ocean Avenue by Yellowcard. There's a place off Ocean Avenue where I used to sit. And
that sounds familiar.
Yeah, it's a young white person anthem for sure.
Okay.
But like I said, I wasn't listening to a lot of rap at like fifth to like probably like sixth or seventh grade probably, and it was like a whole movement of like these pop rock bands, punk rock bands. You had Green Day, Yellowcard. Simple Plan was a little bit earlier. You had like the Sum 41s, like shit like that. And this was all around that time. But I just liked it just because it was just different. Yeah. Like sometimes you just need something that's completely out of your range. And I always liked it. It's kind of weird now because as I get older, I realize there's more black kids that really like that music back in the day. Like, ask a black woman about Paramore. I don't know why this is an ongoing joke on the internet, but black women love Paramore. I don't know why this is like a joke, but it was kind of like this is like my secret. As dumb as that sounds, it's like I listen to this. Like I don't care, like niggas don't, but like it was cool. Yeah,
that's awesome.
Okay, what about you, Trav? What's your number 4?
Number 4, I'm gonna switch it up here, and if anybody knows me, went to high school with me, they should know that this song will make the list. Easy. Differences. Genuine. Cash Money.
Phenomenal song.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I danced to it in a Quince. Just an instrumental, but yeah.
Who hasn't?
Yeah.
Of course. What it made me think of, and like, I don't know why. You guys are trash.
I know. I'm sorry. Hold on.
It's like saying I danced to Get Low at a wedding. Like, we know.
I just pictured Josh like coming out at his bar mitzvah. It's the differences in my head for some reason, right?
Now, I don't know why I love that song so much. Like, I just heard it the one time and was like, holy crap. But what it
You've always loved that song.
I really have. Always have. It was my BMOC song, which I still get crap for until this day, but I don't give a fuck. But
that's a good song.
It made me think of what Zoe said earlier about like the idea of love. Like, and I've always been like a soft-hearted kind of guy, and like I'm always with a woman, so obviously I love the idea of partnership and just love, and like I think that song is just so beautiful to like want to be with someone like that. Like I don't know, it's just such a beautiful song to me.
Respect. All right, Zoe, what do you got at number 5?
Number 5. Let me see what I haven't hit yet. Okay. Here's one. Cause I got some deep cuts in here that you guys probably won't know, but this one, this was kind of like this was around that same era, 6th, 7th grade, but was the mashing of two worlds. And I think I might like the idea of the song a little bit more than the song, but I still love it. The Numb and Encore.
Oh my God.
By
Are you
Jay-Z
serious?
Heard it yesterday. Great song.
Are you serious?
First of all, Collision Course, super underrated album. That whole album's fire. But like shouts to Chester Bennington, RIP. But like that dude, that like
the Encore is so
the
fire.
mashup, like when Chester gets in his bag, and I'm just like, and obviously on the original song he gets in his bag, but like kind of with the encore in the background and Jay-Z going in the way he does.
Oh, I'm singing in my head right now. I just got chills. I just got chills from listening.
That's my top 10,
hey,
bro.
I'm gonna let you know, guys. Anytime a rapper says "riddle me that," he already knows the answer to the riddle. Yeah. When he said, "Who you know fresher than Ho, riddle me that," he already knew the answer was nobody.
Yeah, dude, that song's fantastic.
Yeah, good
that
one.
gave me
That's
the
a good
chills.
one.
I'm like, I'm ready to run through a pretty wall of that right now.
Yeah, that's
also
in the mirror. That's one of those ones like that comes on, can't skip.
Yeah,
unless we could be in a room full of strippers. Yeah. They better get in their bag.
All right, Trav, what do you got at number 5?
That's crazy. Let's see. I don't know if anyone knows this one as much, but "Bird on a Wire" by
great song
by Action Bronson and
Shouts
Riff
to
Raff.
Alchemist.
That one's another homie song where a lot of late nights and juggery, as we like to call it.
Definitely juggery.
Yeah, juggery. But just like it just makes me think of the fam, the fam, and just chilling out and vibing out, and it's such a chill song, and like smoke something like that's so funny.
Hey, Riff Raff's flow.
No, Riff Raff flow. Dude, that is so hard. It's so sick. I wish the song was longer.
I want to interject right here. I have night songs and I have day songs. Are you guys with me on this? Or
I can somewhat feel that. Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like "Bird on Wire" is like I'm driving back at night. Like I'm by myself. It's a night song.
It's a night song. Or for me, end of the night song.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what's funny? You say that. I feel like there's it's funny you said. I always think there's window down songs and like top up songs. Obviously, I don't have a convertible, but like I think of it like in that vein. Like, oh, am I bumping this with my windows down, top off, or am I like keeping this one to myself, holding this like? But like, it's not like there's a bad thing either way. But it's like a little different.
Oh, I turned that song all the way up. I'd
Phenomenal.
See, I'm the opposite. In my head, I would roll all the windows up. I'm about to get in a like aquarium of my own head and just swim in this. You know what I mean?
I like that. I can see that.
Yeah. I like number 6. What do you got? Number 6.
Oh, let me see. Okay, let's go this one. So this goes back to me being in the car with my dad a lot. One of the first albums he got was Wycleftic, I think is the correct word, or Wycleftic. It's Wyclef's first album when he left the Fugees, or his second album. But he has a song called 911 with Mary J. Blige that's on that. Like, someone please call 911.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just, and it just reminds me, it's like a little duet. They go back and forth. And it just reminds me of just being in the car with my dad. It's like my dad's favorite CD of all time. This is so funny. I was with one of our homies, and my dad had gave me an old car, and I was driving. He didn't take all his shit out, and he accidentally left it on the floor. And like one of the first times I took the car out, I stepped and broke the CD. He had the CD since like 2004. Still no scratches on this bitch. And I tried to order it off Amazon, and I couldn't get it. But by then, he had already downloaded it on his iPod and stuff, but I didn't know. But, like, I had to be 21, freaking the fuck out that I broke this CD.
I'd be freaking out.
Bro, because, like, this was the CD. Like, this was, like...
His CD.
Like, the CD had, he has a song with The Rock on there on the CD called It Doesn't Matter. He does a remix to Willie Nelson's You Gotta Know When to Hold 'Em on there. Chris Rock is on there. Like, it's a bunch of, like, different... but, like, this was my favorite song on there. I'm a big Mary J. Blige person.
Yeah, when you said Wyclef, I thought you were going to say Sweetest Girl.
Oh, no. That's up there. But, like, I'll say Wyclef is one of those artists, for me, I like the, like... Even though this is a single, I'm more of, like, his album cuts. Like, what's on the album. Especially back then when, like, your album cuts mattered. Like, now you can sell a whole CD off of... Like, because you can go platinum off a single now the way they do streaming.
Yeah.
So, like, they don't... I feel like sometimes artists don't care as much. But, like, even though this was a single, this isn't, like, a typical single. Like, the song doesn't sound like the song you sell to the masses.
Yeah.
You know
Okay,
what I mean?
I get that. All right, Trav, what do you got number 6?
Number 6. I'm going to... There's too many, so I just said the album.
I almost did that for a while.
Take Care. I know that whole album pretty much word for word.
If you had to pick one song off the album, which one would you pick?
I tried. I wrote. Okay, these are the ones I wrote down. I wrote Over My Dead Body, Marvin's Room, Underground Kings, and Doing It Wrong. As he knows, I'm the
those are all phenomenal, great songs.
Type of guy. If I secretly had to choose which one I think is my favorite, I think it might. Man, because they're all so good. It might be Over My Dead Body.
Okay.
I really do something about that song. I really
applaud
like
you
that
because
song.
that's the least soft one out of all of them.
Really?
I like Underground Kings. But
Underground.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that one, he goes in on that one.
Okay, Zoe, what do you got at number 7?
Slippin' by DMX.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
This is like so random. When I was younger, I had to go to therapy for a couple of years. I went like on and off for like 3 years. I was going through some shit. And my dad's a huge DMX guy, so back to being in the car with him all the time, and like
he's the most mild mannered guy.
Yeah, because that's how you know he's crazy though. But
true.
Like I just remember being in the car and like, no matter what was happening, it was a very calming presence. And like when I was going to therapy and having to deal with whatever I was dealing with in my head at the time, and just what was transpiring in my life when I was younger, I was probably like 12 to 15, 13 to 16 when I was doing this on and off. DMX is just like, because what it made sense to me? Because if you follow DMX, very poetic person, very like well with words, very like he just knows, but he's rough. Like he's the fucking...
He's the Rough Rider.
Yeah, he's a Rough Rider. Like, but for him to have a song like Slippin', which showed you like, hey, I might be this tough, like crazy dude, the world expects me to be this, but like in my own head, this is going on. You know what I mean? Like my life, it made me realize like it's not just you. Like this can happen to anyone. Like the world can catch anyone, quote unquote, slipping. You can just be like as bad as it seems, or as good as it seems on the outside. The inside's always gonna be different, but like. You gotta find something on the outside to keep the inside calm, like in a sense, you know what I mean? Like
Absolutely.
Find things that you enjoy. And I just felt like I'd be in the car with my dad all the time. He's playing DMX like back to back to back to back. And like obviously I love like, Party Up, Where My Dog's At, Rough Riders Anthem.
Where my dogs.
But like it was. I always feel like I like the songs kind of from artists that they're just like I like content. Like I'm big on.
Yeah,
like,
you are.
Yeah, like just telling me like I don't get me wrong. I love popping bottles and seeing hoes and doing all that other stuff, you know. But at the end of the day, I got to go and sit in a room with me. Like I got to think about like music like this either helps you during a pandemic or it makes you swim in your own head a little too much.
Absolutely.
But if you're already swimming too much, it might help you.
Okay.
Know?
All right, Trav, what do you got at number 7?
Number 7. I think this one's gonna seem interesting. I heard it last night actually, and I turned it up slightly.
15th in the first.
No. Oh my God.
I thought about that. We'll make an honorable mention. We'll talk about it later.
Mention. Good God. And it was because of where I was at the time. It was My Type of Party by Don K.
Great song.
My Type of Party, and it's because I was an ignorant piece of trash in Reno. Just
that was it was that summer.
Yeah,
it was that summer. Summer of 2012.
They called me Reno Trav. That was a different guy. Like, you know, I was just on a different level. But like, I heard it last night, and when I just heard the, I heard that, I was like, oh my God! I was like, what the hell is going on right now? Like, and it put me all my Reno vibes, like, and like just kind of like not so much the struggles, but just what I was doing up there, and just it made me feel happy though at the same time. That's one happy, and I was like, oh yeah, that's awesome.
Not to cut you off, I feel it because I'm so excited you said that. That's one of the few songs I think that has multiple vibes. Like it fits your vibe. Like whether he's like, "Yo, girl got a cute face, her friend got a nice body," but like it's funny, like because even just that, you know, I'm over analytical. It's like, oh yeah, they're two different people, but they're both here. Like I mean, like the reason why I like that song is because like when you're at a party, the drinkers can still kind of go up to it.
Yeah, you can.
The people playing BP on like Switch. Your homies in the corner doing shit they ain't got no business doing, drugs, gambling, whatever. Yeah. It still fits that vibe. And like if you're sober, just kicking it, trying to speak, like it fits like the whole ambiance of the room. Like it all sucks towards like the same things. Like oh no, yeah, or the vibe is the like. I used to hate when niggas say the vibe is the vibe.
Yeah,
because the vibe is never the vibe. Everyone's on a different.
Shout
vibe.
out Drama Beats.
But that time, the vibe is the vibe. Yeah, like whatever that song.
Like, I
makes
love
everyone
that song.
on the same playing field.
Absolutely.
I love that pick.
So what do you got at number 8?
Okay, this is probably my favorite R&B song of all time.
Okay.
I don't know how popular it is to people our age, but to me, it is 7 Days by Craig David. I met my girl on Monday, took her for a drink on Tuesday. We were making love by Wednesday.
Oh, I love that
and
song. That song's
Friday
awesome.
And Saturday, we chilled on Sunday.
Oh, that song's beautiful.
Yeah,
oh, come on. No, I do.
So, one, I'm a simp.
That chill on Sunday part at the end. It's like, oh, yeah. Like, oh.
But the reason why I like this is because, like I said, spent a lot of time in the car with my parents and my grandparents. I pulled up to church, and this is like how vivid this is. You know, parking spaces are like this. My grandma, being a real one, parked like this because there was shade. She took up like 5 spots at her little Saturn, and she left me in the car real quick. She had to like run into the church, drop off a paper, and the song comes on the radio. For people who don't understand why this is a big deal, my grandma only listens to the cool jazz station. So I'm like 6. So I only know Sade, Bobby Caldwell, and that's it because nothing else with words is allowed on the like smooth jazz. This song was so fire. It was on the smooth jazz. And I remember being like, oh, and this is like hilarious. So when my grandma takes me, I'm like, Grandma, what's the day of the week song? I'm like 6. I'm like, the day of the week song. She's like, Monday. No, I'm like, no, Grandma, not that. And I'm like, little. I'm sitting in the middle seat in the back. And I'm like leaning over. She's like trying to smack me. I'm like pressing all the presets on the radio, and it finally comes back on. And I'm just like, I'm going in. I don't even know the words. I'm just humming like my little heart out. But I remember,
dude, that truly might be one of the best R&B songs ever.
I love that song. But the reason why I love it so much is, like, up until that point, like I said, I love the DMX. I love the Wyclef. I love Bobby Caldwell. But those are all songs my parents chose. Like, you know,
you chose this.
I got to pick 7 Days by Craig David.
That's a great song.
And this song, like, I'll be lying. If I said I listen to the song twice a week, I'd be lying. Like, I listen to the song all the time. Like, it just makes me feel good. It makes me remind me of when, like World Was Simple.
Damn.
But it was just so, like, I don't know. It was just, like, it was just so fun. Like, and I like the video because, like, the, like, not the day after tomorrow, but it's like I don't know. It's like he keeps living like Groundhog's Day. He keeps reliving the same day over and over and over again in the video till he finally gets it right with the girl. And I was just like, oh, this is genius. You know what I mean?
I love that.
I didn't even know what sex was.
I'm gonna go listen to that song on my ride home.
Yeah, like I didn't even know what that song. Like I had no clue what sex was when this happened. Like in the words of Josh, like I didn't know what sex was. I know whatever he was doing with her was sex, but I didn't. But like, yeah, like I just remember being like, dude, yeah. Like
That's
he said,
awesome.
making love. I was like, oh, they're doing a puzzle.
All right, Trav, what do you got at number 8?
I'm gonna go number 8. I'm gonna do the one that we had to real quick before the show. Is the Aston Martin? Is Aston Martin music?
Yeah.
Okay, Aston Martin music. Okay, I just wrote down Aston Martin. The Aston Martin music with it's Rick Ross and Drake. But yeah, that one's cruising on the freeway. I'd always listen to that song. I was taking long drives at the time and stuff like that. But that's just it's such a chill vibe song and. It makes you. It's something about it makes me feel good.
It's one of those high school songs that make you feel like really good.
Yeah,
it brings back a good time.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I like.
I like that one because that one, like we were saying, my type of party has like a vibe that everyone goes with. That one's crazy too because it has like multiple vibes on there too.
It does.
She sings.
Yeah.
Drake is out here lying his ass off saying he would have came back for you. I just needed time. But then Rick Ross is like, when I'm alone in my room, I call my girl. Like it's like it's all different types of. That
song's awesome because I like the switch up. I've noticed that a lot of songs that I like songs that kind of have like that slow tempo to it, but yet then you have someone who's kind of rapping or someone kind of over that. So the Rick Ross Drake, Weekend Drake, Future. Stuff like that. Like I just love all that stuff when they collab and stuff like that.
I'm with you on that for sure. All right, so on number 9, what do you got?
Just Friends by Musiq Soulchild.
Okay.
You heard that before?
No.
Have you heard that?
No.
I don't know. Like he literally starts it like that.
Huh.
Like I know this might seem strange.
I have the remix. I have the remix.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah,
I got to hear the song.
I got the burner remix.
I
don't know what it is.
You for a while.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
God,
I know that's
me.
Great beat. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what's funny though? One of the I hadn't heard this song in years.
What about you, Trav? At number 9, what do you got?
At number 9, I will save the other one for number 10. This one's funny. Turn Me On by Kevin Little.
Okay.
You know that one, right?
I'm not sure.
Oh, you know it.
You don't know a song where a man clearly says, "Girl, caress my body"?
Yeah.
Can you sing it for me?
Caress my body. You got me going crazy. You turn me on. Turn me on.
Yeah, I know that one.
You got a body roll.
Yeah,
any
that's the
nigga
thing.
who sings
And that's
that
why I
no
love
body
the
roll.
song. I cannot not move to that song. Like,
Anytime he goes with "All My Life,"
you know why too? Because I that was one of the first songs too. Because like kind of I chose because that was the VH1 top 20 music video type days.
Okay.
So you're getting ready for school, and I'd be listening to "Turn Me On." I'm like, oh my god,
bro.
getting ready.
Hey,
and
that is a VH1 pop-up classic.
It's crazy. And then the other time I have a cool memory with that one too is we went to play Vista for the first round of playoffs, and we're doing good, whatever. And halftime, and we're warming up for halftime. What song do they play for at halftime while we're shooting around? "Turn Me On." Everyone's like, "What the hell's going on?" I'm like, I'm just light skin. It's awesome. And
Travis hitting a swerve during halftime warm-ups is disgusting.
No, I was dancing on the court. I remember looking at my mom, and she was like just laughing at me, like, "I know you love that song."
You better win. You can't do that.
We lost. But but I made one of the sickest shots ever. I made a shot falling down like off my ass. Like
really?
I never.
It didn't count if I didn't get up and cheer.
All right, Zoe, what do you got at number 10?
The song that let me know if I was getting out of my cage, I'd be doing just fine. Mr. Brightside by the Killers.
I can't knock that song. It's a great song.
It started with a kiss. How did we end up like this? It was only a kiss.
Oh, that song. That's
It
a great
was
song.
only a kiss.
That's a great song.
Yeah.
She just sing it again. Hold,
Josh is
get
just
to the good part though. Not the good part. So,
she takes off her dress.
Yes.
Now,
Okay. I can't believe that. That's the name of the song.
go.
That's a great
He
song.
literally says,
That's a great
"I'm
song.
Mr. Bright."
I
Like
don't-
he says that.
Well,
Yeah.
that's
All
fine.
right, Trav, what do you got at number 10?
Number 10, which could arguably be my favorite song of all time, just because it's bars on bars on bars on bars on bars. It never stops. "She Will" by Lil Wayne and Drake. Ooh, fucking love that song.
You mentioned earlier you had a Lil Wayne and Drake song, and I was like, which one is it? Which one is it?
"She Will."
I thought you were going to go right
I
above
know-
it, but She Will is, I can't knock that.
Every time I hear it from the jump, I'm just like, all right, here comes my job, and I just don't stop.
I thought he was going to do "Miss Me."
What's one?
Great song.
Miss me when I'm gone.
Oh, that's a good one. But no, but "She Will." She Will is just, it's literally a
underrated song.
Bar.
I'm not gonna lie, I've always held resentment to that song because Drake never gave us a verse to it.
Nope, he never did.
And like I thought like a remix or like something like later was coming. You know,
I
what
always
I mean?
secretly wish that myself,
bro. Because I'm just like, bro, because dude, the pump fake is crazy. You're right, bro. Because the hook is bananas. Like,
yeah, crazy.
And I know we're only supposed to do 10, but I have a dual honorable mention for me and Trav, and I have one for myself.
Okay.
The one for myself is what I consider arguably the greatest feature of our lifetime. Steady Mobbin'.
Oh, that's your. That's Ooh. If anyone knows, if I could halt this, if anyone knows Dunzo, anyone knows Dunzo. I know this guy for a very long time. Play a lot of basketball with this guy. So when Steady Mobbin' came out, this man made it a mission. I would look. I know what is Birdman, right? Or who
it's Lil Wayne and Gucci on the Young Money album.
Gucci. When Gucci's verse, he can still do it till this day.
Gucci, some dangerous cocaine, codeine, and Angel Dust, AK-47.
Crazy. We really be listening to the song, and then like we be warming up because we play. You know, it be a warm up song, and then like we get
the bounce is extra.
Exactly, it's super nice, and then all of a sudden it's about to come on. I'm just like. Me and Zoe look at each other. He's like, I'm about to do it. And then he's like, and then it starts going. I'm like, yeah.
Much to the effect of when I brought up Nubbin Encore, when Jeezy said, riddle me that. Whenever rappers ask a question during the verse or like start with a question, like especially, fire's coming. When Gucci Mane started the verse with, what the fuck is up?
It's Gucci Mane to G.
You already know what's about to happen. Like,
I think it's crazy that at the end he tells how he's gonna put that kill that man, bring him back
again.
I'm like, oh my god! I was like, Jesus, like yeah, it's good
bro,
stuff.
My man said he had a clip as long as a Pringles can.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
He had a 4.5 Desert Eagle. You know what people thought?
Yeah. I heard that eating Pringles was sick. I couldn't believe it. Bro, I looked at my Pringles can. That's big.
Bro, he said 4.5 Desert Eagles. You know what that makes him? An Eagles fan?
Yeah, that was sick. That was super sick.
I was like, yeah, like I know there's probably more lyrical verses. It's more whatever.
Awesome.
And everyone knows I love bars. And Gucci Mane be rapping, bro. Yeah. But like that shit was bananas to me. Like the first time I heard that, I was with the homie. Shout out Deuce Camry. Rest up, by the way. He got in an accident. But shout out to the homie Clark. But I was in Clark's car and he played that and he burned the CD for me. And the other one. Also Gucci Mane song, but I think this is more for me and Trav. If you were around in 2013, doing shit you had no business doing, none whatsoever.
We got the song for you.
My mom knows the song word for word. That's how much we play it. 15th in the First by Gucci Mane and Waka Flocka. You remember this shit, Judge?
Not like you do.
My homies, bro.
I know.
My man said, "I'll get you paid on the 33rd." Josh, what day of the week is the 33rd? Never.
The day after never.
No, remember when he said my CDs didn't sell, so I was busting niggas down. I was like,
my man Waka Flocka said all right, and here's the problem with hip hop. Hip hop, it's hard. It's hard for people to sometimes commit to doing music because they're in the streets so much. And Waka Flocka explained to us very well why rappers sometimes have to stay in the streets after they become rappers. And I quote, "My album wasn't selling, so I'm laying niggas down."
Yeah, that's. We used to laugh about that all the time. Like what?
Because first of all, there's hardly transparency in hip hop. Like there's hardly ever like people are like rarely honest, and the honesty of I ain't selling rap, I ain't selling records, so I gotta go back out there and start shooting people. I'm not saying it's the best game plan. Don't know if that's how I would have went about it.
No.
But the realest shit I ever heard.
Yeah, that was the 15th and first was great. I love that you made it clear that like if you were in 2013 and doing things you weren't supposed to be doing, because that's exactly
if you were selling shit you had no business selling, taking shit you had no business taking, being with a female you know had a prior engagement or obligation.
Yeah.
This was one. Yeah, but
I'll give a special shout out for me. For me, it says my most played. I don't know any song specifically for me right now. It's Armed and Dangerous. But King Von, rest in peace. Yeah, King Von's also. I didn't want to because I created it so early, the love so early, and the reason why I want to give the shout out too is because I was talking to the homie about how he was literally the first artist because I felt like I found him like by myself solely. You know that like when he died. that was like it hurt. Like that was the first artist that it hurt. Like it hurt me, and I was like, oh, this sucks. Like I know what other people felt with that. So for me, honorable mention, King Von, Take Her to the O, Armed and Dangerous, GTA. You know, Crazy Story 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, 2.5 a Lil Durky. Oh, by the way, Lil Durk's been on a run.
All these niggas. I'm telling you, he slaps if you need that.